This is your boy DoorDash Revolution, starting out on another journey, another grind. Welcome, Bohemian Monkey. I know that you just tapped in and everything, and I know the title of what we was going to talk about is how can you compete with the algorithm? Yeah, that's going to be a good question and see what people think about that and everything. But we're going to be talking about various situations, various experience, whatever various topics is. Right now, I got to go ahead and go take care of this McDonald's. Let's see. Go ahead, Howard.
Everything on here. I ain't talking about
nothing. That man broke us. I ain't talking about nothing. All right, yeah, I'll probably take you guys on the inside, try to get this order real quick, and see what we got going on. You know, put my mask on. Mask upside down. All right, I'll be back. We're going on the inside of McDonald's. All right. I know this morning, I don't know how many drivers experienced it or not. I know I experienced it this morning. Once again, before you sign in, they're going to show you that TOS with DoorDash. So by showing that TOS with DoorDash, all right. I hadn't got a chance to read it, and I'm wondering how many people got a chance to read the TOS. Just don't know. We're going to go in here right quick. Pick up this order. Right. Hey, how you doing? AA5. All right, thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to flip this screen. I don't want that light to hit anybody right now. That lady's something looking at me. I guess, what is he doing with a phone and a big tablet? First of all, it's none of the business. What I'm doing with a phone and a tablet. Get ready, we're gonna do this order here. All right. Put you guys back in the vehicle real quick. All right. Back in. First order's at McDonald's. Howard doing this thing. He's off to a great start this morning. Some drivers off to a great start. Some isn't. He got me on hold right now. I gotta put the order up. I should have showed you how they do the bags and everything. Matter of fact, I am. I don't know if y'all can see it back in the back. This is how to hand the bag to them. Okay. I'm gonna start talking to these folks, man. Y'all make sure you take time to, if you're gonna seal these bags, seal them right. This is the restaurant fault right here. I should have said something to them while I was in there. You know, because if that bag got a seal on it and it's not properly sealed, the driver themselves can get dinged for it. You know, they can say that you're tampering with the food. Food come up missing, item come up missing. They wasn't pleased with the Dasher's food delivery performance. They correct you all kind of ways. Then they can call the folks and just really work a paragraph against you for new drivers, beginning drivers, who may have stumbled up on our channel today, welcome to the channel. I have a treat today. I can't say what that surprise supposed to be at 9 o'clock or 9:15, but we got a treat, so stay with us. First order was $8.75, I think. 3 miles. Yeah, it said 3 miles. So we got it here at McDonald's, and we've been having problems here in our area. One problem is low supply and demand. Two, a lot of drivers over flooding zones, flooding restaurants. But when you go there, you don't see nothing but few of the drivers. Not as many as you think it would be to overflood that area. So what's going on? We got a whole lot of bad offers. I ain't gonna say they bad, but a whole lot of offers. I gotta go another direction. I'm gonna get them to come on and everything. And I'm gonna flip the screen. Then I'm gonna flip it again. Don't want to blind anybody. Something going on. I'm gonna have some solutions to the problems that I'm going through today and everything. But I'm noticing that the area have low supply demand. Everybody market, they faced against it. Oversaturation of drivers. He worrying about my camera. He's worrying about my dash cam camera. He looking at the tablet. See, people trying to pay attention too much. I'm in front of you. You shouldn't have to worry about all this stuff. You know, sometimes people be in people business too much, and they doing too much. Well, the Bible call it busybodies. We call it being nosy, and we got another term for it. But the problem that we're addressing is, can you compete with the algorithm? And there's a lot of weird things going on. A lot of weird things going on all of a sudden. And maybe we can talk about it. I'm gonna hurry and get this order off. Everything looks like it's crucial this week in this area. And I'm not saying it's not money out here, because I know it's money out here. I know there's drivers making anywhere from $25 to $40 an hour. You know, so I'm trying to figure out something's not right. You know, don't have me discombobulated, but some weird things been going on. And Al got me on hold. He really don't want to probably be on the air. I understand. Or he's having a conversation and he's trying to be respectful to the channel as well. It's been a mean experience around here, but it's drivers out here making money, and it's drivers out here not making money. So what we trying to find out is a very, very strange situation. Very strange. You know, so we trying to find out what's going on. All right. Drop this order off right quick. I should be able to turn the screen around. Bam, there we go. You got a better view. All right. Everything is good. Everything good this morning. The weather here in Memphis is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. I wish it was 66 degrees at 1 o'clock. It's still 8 o'clock. We're going to try to see what kind of money we're going to make out here today on our live ride along, you know. So, he got me on hold. Okay. That's all good. When he's ready to talk, he's ready to talk. He'll tap back in, you know. All right. We've been having, I guess, I wouldn't actually say a construction crew, but maybe maintenance crew. I'm gonna say the city crew. That's what we're gonna say. The city crew. They've been having traffic to one lane because they painting the poles for the street traffic lights here. They painted these here, and they paint those. It looks like it's pretty good for us today that we don't have to play like we're going through a maze. All right. Kind of had problems with the tablet this morning, and I was in the back room. I call it the back room. You know, working on the settings. And I probably had quite a few people that came in, and they was like, "Man, he ain't been on 30 minutes. It just shows he's live. He's not live," and them people left. You know, I understand that, but we're gonna drop this order off, do this ride along, live ride along. You know, we usually do it anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours, depending on what's going on. DoorDash, you know, updated their TOS, and I'm gonna have to go off that app during my off hours. I'm not gonna read it all at once. I'm gonna read it one page at a time. You know, that way I can digest it better. I need to get in that right lane as soon as I get a chance. Mm-hmm. All right. He still got me on hold. Yeah, I want to ask some drivers a few questions. That's if I even get a chance to have a conference call today about certain things I'm noticing that's causing drivers problems. I know in this area. I don't know if it's in other people's markets or cities. You know, so we're gonna see what happened there. Other than that, we're gonna do a ride along. Look like I'm riding shotgun, and that's the way it's gonna be probably throughout this live until I got a surprise for you guys. So you guys just stay tuned around about 9 o'clock or 9:15. You know, I got a surprise for you. All right, make this turn here. I hope everybody enjoying spring. Springtime is beautiful. leaves on the tree green, people working in yards, manicuring their lawn, the flowers, the tulips, the azalea, all of that beginning to bloom. I just passed it. I do that every time. Let's see, let's do it just like this here. Anybody coming in behind me? No. All right. Wow. There we go. Now we can flip it back around. I think it's right here. Got a little bit of glare right there that you see the beauty of springtime. The yard, the lawns, the homes. Mm-hmm. All right, make a left turn here. I feel like I'm just taking too long to deliver this order. A lot of these streets down through here, you can't go no more than 20 miles an hour. You know, each time I pass a speed zone and I see the speed limit on the traffic sign, I'll point it out. Well, real, what are you talking about? You point it out because I want to prove in the areas that where I'm driving at, I'm driving according to the speed limit. Somebody made an accusation and a lie telling everybody that I'm driving 30 miles in a 55-mile zone. The areas I work in don't even have 55 miles an hour. You know, okay, I just passed it. Wow, that's a glare. So that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna go ahead and drop this order off. You know, everything is in that bag. I gotta get some more new mags, equipment, all of that stuff. Gotta do.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, Howard. 13. I mean PG 13. How's everything going?
I'm sick of these squat order.
Okay.
Hey, It's 2 items. I'm way down here on the other side of it's 4 miles for me to even get up there. 850 for 12.25. 8.5 for 12.25.
All right.
I'm fucking away from the place.
Okay. Got a
So
point.
what's the tip on it?
Okay.
So what's the tip on this?
You said Sprout. You had a Sprout order.
Yeah, I got a Sprout order. Soon as I drop an order off, I can hit with a Sprout order.
Okay.
Now you see and tell me there's no dashes up here in Germantown.
They there, man. They there. Everybody gravitating to where they think they're gonna get the payoffs at. And a lot of orders not getting fulfilled, but then we got customers not tipping as well.
My rates ain't moving up. My rates ain't moving up either. If I would decline this one, it sure would drop.
Yeah, it's gonna drop like a rock.
Yeah, I mean y'all forcing me to take these orders. I don't like that.
It's gonna drop like a rock.
Like when you taking them orders from the pizza place.
Right.
The customers ordering online off their website, but then the pizza places are deferring it to DoorDash drivers and Uber Eats drivers.
Okay. Now, what's the effect of this pizza company here? Because it reminds me of one I know, but we're gonna talk about this one you talking about. That they ordering off, they got the customers ordering off their website, and then they dispatching it to DoorDash.
Yep.
Are the drivers able to get the tips, or is the restaurant employee getting these tips, or is the drivers that work for the company getting these tips instead of the drivers for DoorDash?
If it's not a driver, if it's not a tip on there, the restaurant, these restaurants are, the pizza restaurants are dropping it off to DoorDash drivers.
Okay. Those are the ones with less tips on it?
They don't have no tips on it.
Okay.
Had experience with one. The woman thought I was a delivery driver for them, and she thought I had some change in my hand. Didn't have my cash on delivery home.
Right.
I gave you this pizza order.
Right.
And she wound up. I ain't had no cash, so she wound up giving me a whole $20 bill.
Okay. So, as the old folks said, even though the clothes got washed, they still not clean. And what I mean by that is, now, I had the same experience this year with pizza orders. Last year, around about this time last year, we're gonna say May will be a year. Okay. And the pizzas areas I was going to, I'm gonna say PJs, because that's where I was getting my large catering order, pizza orders. $30, $40, $50, $60, right? Payouts. I'm noticing the drivers having attitudes. I'm noticing the lady having an attitude. I got a video about it, and I kind of talked kind of harsh to them, because she was trying to tell me, you need to go get a pizza bag, put the orders in. I said, ma'am, this is a pizza catering bag. Watch me work as I put it in there. Man, then the driver looked at me and said, well, man, there's a certain way I'm supposed to do it. I don't work for you guys. I work for myself, man. I got my own business. So I'm not one of you employees. And I ain't been over there, man, in about 9 months until last month. And all the orders were small orders. I noticed that the orders that you get at the pizza places, they're no longer catering orders. So I'm thinking what's going on is that them drivers or the restaurant managers themselves reaching out to them customers, letting them know they got a website. Then they probably told them where the website is. Start ordering through us, and we'll give you a better service and all of that. But they still dispatching these orders to DoorDash. They doing it so they can have some kind of control over the tips. Now, just what I wanted my viewers to understand is that when you're doing catering orders, I said something about it 2 or 3 months ago, that if it's a flat rate, $3, $5, $7, $9, $11, $13, $15, all the way up to $17, what you see is what you get. That means there's no hidden tips behind it. But a lot of them flat rate, large orders like that there is being ordered through the website, company website. So what's happening to the tips that are supposed to go to the driver? And some of the customers are asking the drivers, are they getting the tip? And the driver's like, what tip? Well, I added $20 on there, and you should have got paid, such and such. You looking and saying, this not adding up. Where that $20 that's supposed to be that says $20 customer tip? You don't even see the $20 customer tip, but you got paid $17. We will be discussing this, ladies and gentlemen. We will be bringing awareness to what's going on, because during the pandemic, the employees thought they supposed to have our tips, but we driving our vehicles. They thought we supposed to have been able to share them tips with them. All they had to do was bag that food up, and they weren't doing it right then. It's not a war against the restaurants or nothing like that there, but we're going to bring awareness behind the scenes of what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And then people wondering why, and drivers wondering why, when we get these large catering orders that gives an offer of $17, and then the customer asks you to hand it to them, and then they had a conversation with you, asks you, did you get the $20 tip? And knowing, wait a minute, that offer was $17. Then you go looking at the app and you don't see no $20 customer tip. You just got duped out of your money by the restaurant. That money was split among them. I told you we got dishonest people and everything, ladies and gentlemen. And the DoorDash Revolution do reviews. So that's not a good thing. It's already, we going up against the algorithm now, because the algorithm done changed. Oversaturation of drivers, dishonest employees in the restaurants. I didn't say all of them. Dishonest drivers out here. Not saying all of drivers out here are dishonest. Dishonest customers. Not saying all customers are dishonest. We got a war going on in trying to make our money. You see, what else could you add to that? How that would bring light or shed light on the awareness of, we got to start paying attention to these things. You still there, Hal?
Yeah, I'm shopping.
He said he's shopping. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and shop.
How you doing?
But yeah, that's what we're going through right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna bring it to awareness. It's something that we got to talk about. Okay, it's something we got to talk about, and I'm gonna bring it to awareness because it will help drivers. And I think it's a topic that we need to talk about. And I'm gonna put it out there so it can be made known to our viewers, our subscribers, the audience, other content creator audience and viewers and subscribers. This is not me trying. That's not me trying to get attention. This is me trying to get people to pay attention to what's going on in our markets. Okay, I get a hit. Okay, let's see what it's about. Let's see what it's about. Yeah, we'll work that. We'll work that. That's an order right there. All right. All right, do it like that there. All right. Like that there. All right. See, that's not a screenshot. That's a live delivery. When I told people they was going to see the rare form of the DoorDash, the rare version of the DoorDash Revolution, I believe that message is rocking the foundation in our gig community. I'm not trying to be the newfound boogeyman. That's not what it's about. Not at all. But you're going to see the rare version. And this version is going to be military style version of the DoorDash revolution. You know, in my reviews, in my debates, okay, you know, we still going to keep our best business practice. We're still going to keep our best business etiquette. We're going to still keep our quality customer service. But it's time.
Oh yeah, they slick. Oh yeah. Y'all think y'all slick, huh?
What happened? What happened, Hal?
They try to put me out. They try to put me on.
See,
They slick.
they don't tip. They don't tip over there, Cordova.
I know. They try to push me that way.
Yeah, we gotta come up with a solution to what's going on in this area, man. You know, I'm having customers telling me that they not satisfied with the service they getting from DoorDash drivers, Uber Eats drivers, Grubhub drivers. You know, they didn't want to be put on camera, but they wanted me to at least tell our viewers that's what's going on out here. Not only that, but they're not pleased with the restaurant performance. You got a lot of young folks going in there. They looking crazy when you going in there to pick up your own food, you know, and they treating it any kind of way. Guess what? DoorDash Revolution gonna do reviews, ladies and gentlemen. I told you this is gonna be the rare version of the DoorDash Revolution. And when people see me, they're gonna get to moving around. They're gonna be like the man putting everything on point, the man exposing things, the man going behind the scene, run. Oh, here he come. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, cause see, you can't play with people's food. People food be nasty if they food. To restaurants that their bathroom was nasty. I'm gonna be showing some of those things, ladies and gentlemen. You know, they'll be able to enter some of the best restaurants in the area, fast food services in the area, stores in the area, and we're gonna talk to those managers that's top notch, the restaurants that's top notch, so they can talk about and let us be on awareness on both sides of the fence, where we got to bridge this gap when we handling food. On the restaurant side as well on the driver's side, we got to bridge this gap. You know, the mindset of people. You know, well, I got an order. Is I'm gonna be able to drop it off or not? That's another thing. And the only reason why I haven't turned this tablet around, because I'm heading east. I don't want that sunlight to hit your eyes like it's hitting mine. You know, so people, we're gonna be talking about topics, real issue topics. You see what I'm saying? That need to be addressed. Because these are problems that have never been addressed, haven't been identified. So if it's never been identified, then you cannot rectify the discrepancy, right? You got to identify it and address it. Then we got to rectify that discrepancy. That means have a solution for that problem. I'm gonna get a lot of people involved in this one. You see, I'm gonna get a lot of people involved. You know, suppose you paying your money, and people mishandling your food. Okay, you got customers now ordering large orders that those drivers used to pick up. Customers coming to get their own large orders now. That's going to affect a lot of situations where drivers are going to be making less money. Okay, I'm telling you things that the news haven't got hooked to yet. Okay? So the news will get hooked to. The information I'm getting ready to drop out there, ladies and gentlemen. Because I do reviews. See, I do my own investigation as well. I would take you in here, but if Howard's still talking to, he can talk to you guys for a moment. But he's in there shopping right now. And that's another topic we want to talk about is the shop and pay orders. And why the DoorDash revolution don't like the shop and pay orders. You know, it's lucrative for a lot of drivers. It's a good program for a lot of drivers, but I'm just gonna share my experience. Because it's my experience don't mean it's yours. I'll be right back.
I got the one.
See?
I got the one.
You got one?
I'm gonna get ready. No, I'm gonna go drop it out.
Okay.
I got the order on me now. I done shopped it. There's only 2 items, but it's the principle of the matter. You gotta go in there and look. Cause when you go to places like Sprouts, ain't no labels nowhere really. So you gotta go in and look. That's time to drive. So you gotta walk around the store, and by the time you drop it off, you're tired. Like I had one yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was $17 for 14.4 miles.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I had to go in and shop it. It was 10 miles. I was 4 miles away from Sprouts. It was 10 miles. Me go drop it off.
All right.
Now I'm walking around the store. Now I got to walk around the store to find this stuff. And then back in my car and drive it all the way down. So that was like a 20-mile round trip. I was only able to do one order that hour. That's how long it took. I still got 1.2 miles to drop this off. And when you make phone calls, they always tell you you're the closest dasher. No, I'm not. I'm not the closest dasher. So you mean tell me there's nobody else out here? You got folks that will sit right there in that area and turn it down. Because they know there's no tip on his offer. So you got 2 choices. Either take the order or lose the rate. And just think about it. If you get all the shopping orders, how many rates will you think you in one day? How many rates you think you're gonna lose? How many orders are you gonna actually do? I got 5 orders on yesterday. I took all 5. But just think about it. If you declined all 5 of them, I lost 4 points yesterday. They gave me 4 straight orders of 10 miles plus after I did that one shopping order for 14 miles. I mean, this don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. It's not computerized. It's not computerized. It's not computerized. So you mean tell me that I'm the closest dasher? No, I'm not. I'm nowhere near the closest dasher. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm the closest dasher. No, I'm not the closest dasher. If I'm the closest dasher, then give me some more money.
That man said, well, then give me some more money. Give me some more money.
So this is time. That's time consuming. When you got to go pick the order, you got to drive to the location, pick it up, walk around the store, and hopefully you have somebody to help you out, which I had a nice young lady help me out finding stuff. But if you didn't, and then they had the audacity to put a $10 Eagle shot.
So what's up with the time limit? Can you explain that to our viewer?
I don't understand the time limit. I mean, if you're not a shopper, they'll send you what they call it. They would send you a email later on that week. They'll send email next week showing your stats. How long it took you, how many orders, how long it takes you to shop, and did you find them?
Yeah, I got this stat and the fill rate. You know, it's Sprout. It's gonna take you almost, depending on if it's 20 items plus, it's gonna take anywhere between 35 to a minute an hour, depending on how many items it is. I did some Sprouts. I did about 7 Sprouts and everything, and I got where I done got used to it, but still, you got to scan them items. Sometimes you have a problem with scanning the items, putting the weight in. You know, the last few times it was a pretty good experience because I've been getting smaller orders for a pretty good price. You know, but you have people that will order from Sprout here and it go to Olive Branch. I'm not saying it's everybody. Go ahead.
So this order I just dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
Base pay $7.25, tip $5, 2 items, total $12.25. Shopping time was 2 hours. 2 minutes and 2.12 minutes. Average shopping time is 1.6 minutes.
Okay.
That was.
How many miles? How many miles?
It was 8 miles.
Okay.
So now I gotta end my dash because I don't want to be down here.
I understand.
Oh, my God. See? Slick. That is so slick. Oh, I tried to end my dash. I got hit with an order. Oh my God. Ooh. And I noticed that too. I noticed that. Yesterday for a prime example. I tried to get my dash real quick. That thing said you got an outstanding order.
They done already hit you with one.
Yeah, you got an outstanding order.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
Okay. All right. There's a way around that one, but I'm not gonna reveal the way around that.
Oh, see, they slick now.
Mm-hmm.
They slick now. Now they trying to push me. See what I'm saying? Now they trying to push me on in East Memphis now.
I was getting ready to say East is some good money, but then it's kind of funny over there. Mm-hmm.
And I gotta go to my favorite Starbucks, which I hate.
Okay. I know where you're going. You ain't got to say no more. I know exactly where you're going now since you said that.
Starbucks right here. You can't never get in and out this thing. No parking.
That's the same one before they started dealing with DoorDash that Uber Eats drivers was going to, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. But one thing about these lives, ladies and gentlemen, I will be republishing them back out for other viewers to see them because I see what's going on with my lives now, my live stream, and all of that. Yeah, I see exactly what's going on.
So, you tell me that my rating still don't move up?
That's crazy.
Y'all punish me with every offer y'all want to throw at me. My rating still won't move up.
That's crazy.
Y'all steady pushing me farther and farther away from where I was at.
I understand.
Okay, I tell you what. If y'all gonna do it like this, then I might want to ride the flow. I might want to ride the flow. Y'all just keep the money rolling, people. Just keep the gonna keep pushing me out. But I have some money behind it.
Watch yourself right quick.
Man, I hate to go to this. I hate to go to this Starbucks. What? I go to this one. I think this is the worst Starbucks in the history of Starbucks.
Right.
Oh, I hate going to this. I hope I don't get a ticket over here. Cause there ain't nowhere to park. I hope I don't get no ticket over here.
Yeah, we're gonna drop this order off. Like I said, the sun. I want to put the sun in the viewer's face. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
There's probably no parking over here.
Good morning, Charles D. How you doing this morning, brother? We out here doing another ride along. You know, we talking about different topics and everything. And we talking about, let me see, where is that? I don't know, past. Gotta flip it around. It's right over there.
Hey, let me call you back.
All right, that's all good. I passed it just like that. Okay. Right here. Doing great this morning, grabbing a Spark order as we speak. Yeah, Howard, he doing Spark as well today. He did real good doing Spark yesterday. And I think he was right at 180, something like that. He did real well. Even though we talked about, you know, can you compete with the algorithm? But we talked about other issues like drivers not understanding why they're getting a flat rate on the pizza delivery orders. And we talked about that a little bit on that a lot of the restaurants, pizza restaurants, is they having their customers order on the website, still sending their delivery drivers. They dispatching it to DoorDash, and those orders don't have any tips on it. That's going to be a topic of discussion that we're going to be talking about today. We already talked about today on this channel, but it's also going to be a topic of discussion for a debate I'm supposed to have with a special guest, so we can get to the bottom of what's going on behind the scenes, as well as can we bridge this gap. I took your advice and got a free piece of bag from Papa John. Congratulations, brother. That helps out, man. That saves you a little money right there, you know. That saves you a little money, man, and everything. So we was talking about the catering bags, the catering orders that are pizza orders, right? But you had to, you know, a catering bag is required. If you see a flat rate, common sense says if it's $3 or $5, you already know that's no tip on it. But let's go up to $7, $11, $13, all the way to $17, just a flat rate, $17. You thinking, okay, I'm getting ready to get paid, you know, some extra on that large catering order. It's $300 order worth of pizza, you know, subtotal, not even the total, or $400. And then you look at it, all you got was $17. And then the customer come out and ask you, did you get your tip? And you like, yeah, I got my tip. No, I gave you $20. And you don't think much of it. And then you go in the app, you see zero for the customer tip. Restaurant took your money, man. That's what we're gonna be getting on. We're gonna go behind the scenes. I'm gonna be revealing these pizza places. That's what I mean when I say I'm getting ready to go into the rare form of the DoorDash revolution. I've been letting a lot of stuff get past us, you know, trying to not tell certain stories behind the scene. I'll be right back. Let me drop this order off. I'll be right back. Drop this order off. And I got to bring drivers to the awareness of this. You know, whether you're a new beginning driver or a veteran driver, content creator, whatever, we got to discuss this thing. We got to rectify this discrepancy that we are having now that I consider is a problem. And I'm bringing to the awareness to our whole community so we can understand it. Right, we back. All right, that's the amount there. All right, 3.4 miles, 625. All right, we're getting ready to go to our next spot and everything. Let's see what else been said. Wow, that's wild. Shady restaurant owners. Yep, it can be. Yeah, for that mom and pop spot, but you got shady managers, and they're doing it at the discretion of managers. When I was doing catering orders, I still do them for deliver that and stuff, and I would see how much money being passed through. Anytime you got original manager and district manager coming to the store, that means some money getting passed between the two. And they told me that. So I think it's time for to have that kind of coverage, ladies and gentlemen. I can get on the inside on certain things and bring to the awareness of everybody so they can understand what's going on about this money out here. You know, about this money. I think everybody deserves a right to know about how you making your money. Customers have a right to know when they spend their money, is they getting their money worth. Okay, restaurants need to know that when they run in the business, are the drivers taking care of the service to where it builds a better reputation for the restaurant so they can continue making money. We're going to be discussing all them topics, ladies and gentlemen, from all angles, from the platform. Let me flip it around and let you see this ride along. I'm right at what, close to $15. Yeah, I only did 2 orders, so I got to change my content, and that's what we're doing. We changed it. We're going to have time slots for different things, different topics. I will have debates, not the crazy, you go wilding out on one another. That's not the debates I'm having. Let me turn around so you can see my face and see what I'm talking about. We're gonna have them civilized, intelligent debates that deal with issues that I'm talking about. And I'm gonna try to get who I think are best qualified to have these discussions, which is content creators. You know what I'm saying? And business owners and managers. See, I'm not going to reveal which ones that I'm going to be talking to. See, so you're not going to be able to think you can call them, well, the DoorDash Revolution finna do this and discourage some people from giving this information. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm not letting that cat out the bag, because 2 restaurant managers told me that it was a delivery driver went in there and told them that don't fool with the DoorDash Revolution. He got a YouTube channel and he's bad for the community. I don't know who done that. See, so they wouldn't do the interview with me. But the rest, I'm not telling who they are. See, we got so much going on all over the city, so you don't know. I may go out in Jackson, Tennessee. I may go in Jackson, Mississippi. You don't know where I may go get the information from. So whoever thought they was trying to railroad this production, gonna find out they're not good enough to do it. I got an idea who it is, but I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna assume. It's just I got an idea, and we're gonna leave it at that. Now with my content, I got idea, concept, and we got to put it to the content. We're gonna keep it real. You're gonna let you see what goes on behind the scenes, where we can understand why certain drivers getting paid pretty good and certain drivers are not. Yes, we have a right to know this, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try to see, can we identify the problem, then address the problem, then ask you, the viewer, the audience, how do we rectify this discrepancy? And we come together and try to do this. That's why we got to pull everybody involved in this marketplace platform that we work for, so we can keep on getting paid. The restaurants can keep on making money on the platform with these third party apps, technology company or last mile logistic companies. You know, so that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm trying to make sure everybody's still getting paid. You know, I'm gonna have the same mindset that I had when I was operations director at the mall. One day we're gonna do a tour. I'm gonna go to that mall. I still got my business card when I was operational director, and I may show that. Really don't want to reveal my last name, but a lot of you already know my last name, so I will probably reveal that stuff. Take you on a tour, share my story. I ain't getting no order, so this is what I'm gonna do. Since I'm not getting no order right now, roll the windows down so I get that good breeze. This is what I'm gonna get ready to do. I could have went over there. I want to see what time, how much time I got left. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a different thing. We're gonna do this here. Nope, that's the reason why I need to do that. Yep, I did right to do what I did. Okay, let me turn that off. See what else we got in the comments and everything. That's what I mean about you're gonna see the rare version of the DoorDash revolution. You see, we getting ready to get ready to start handling our business and taking care of business. Because I do have a TCB crew, or I'm included in. I'm one member of the TCB crew. Let me say it like that. I'm not the ringleader, but I am a member of the TCB crew, taking care of business. That's what we get ready to do. When you take care of business the right way, you have repeated clientele. When you have repeated clientele, you have residual income and you have income that's consistent. And that's what we out here for in the first place. Especially if you're full time, you want to keep that consistent income. And there's one content creator, I got to get in contact with them. I fell asleep after I got through taking the shower. Just bang. Body is so exhausted, especially when you're a community activist and you're dealing with the community. And I got to apologize to them and let them know that's exactly what happened. You know, that's what we have to do. So I'm gonna move around. I'm not gonna sit still because I believe you can't make money sitting still. A lot of people have proven wrong on that. I can't make money sitting still. Let me say that. Oh yeah, let me turn around. Somebody should have been hollering at me anyway. Yes, indeed. That should. Well, I know why it didn't. That was a good shade, good breeze. I really didn't want to leave that area. Man, it feels good. That springtime breeze. There's nothing like it. It feels better than air conditioning. You know, we're gonna get a little close. Now I gotta find. That's good enough right there. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna turn like this here. Then I don't know. I might do like this right here. That don't work. I'm gonna do something else. And I wanted to talk about can you compete with the algorithm? And I believe they done changed some things in that algorithm. I heard Sin City talking about it. I didn't get a chance to actually see his video, you know. And if I find out how to work with it after them been changed, I probably won't share it here on YouTube. That's why I'm gonna be having a Discord channel and all this stuff. Cause it looked like, and I'm gonna be on. Oh, I need to go another direction there. Be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. The information we're putting out here on the platform, a lot of changes have been made. A lot of changes. Gonna be some more changes being made. You know, that means that they beginning to hear the drivers speaking and they hearing the drivers' voices. They hearing the drivers' problems, and now they're trying to find a way to rectify these discrepancies. That's what we always wanted. You know, everybody might have not wanted, but majority of us, this is what we want. So we can still get paid for the time that we put in this business. You know, Those the challenges and those the battles the DoorDash Revolution gonna be going up against. But I am a member of the TCB crew. I'm a member of the TCB, meaning taking care of business. You'll be hearing about the other members shortly. And you want to become a member, you ain't got to pay no membership fee or none of that. You want to become a member of the TCB crew, just get in touch with me. You know, and I will be revealing who the members are. You know, so and with the TCB crew taking care of business, that's what we're gonna be doing. You line to see us in business suits. You never know. You line to see us in business conferences. You see, so I'm getting ready to use all my resources that I didn't use last year. You're gonna be amazed of the people that I can get in contact with. See, and all of that, because you as a viewer, you as a subscriber, and an audience deserve value out of content. And I'm stepping up my game, stepping up the level of the content I'm getting ready to bring to you. This is not bragging. I'm going to show it, prove it, and do it. And people are going to be like, he told us he was a community activist. He told us he had reach. Yeah, I'm letting you know now I got reach. You know, and you're going to see what I mean. You know, so it's not bragging, ladies and gentlemen. It's the gift that's given to me. As long as you got God and Jesus Christ, that's the reach right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the reach right there. Okay. Oh, I hope she don't do this. See, there's something strange going on. That's why I'm asking people, can they compete with the? Can you compete? Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. See, DoorDash slick. DoorDash slick. All right. I don't know what would this person do. Let's see. I'm gonna do just like this right here. Yeah, I'm getting ready to move too. Once he get his thing straight, I'm gonna get mine straight. See, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody thought they was gonna sucker punch me, but I got something better. I got enough on my ratings when people pitch. I know how to take care of you. See, you're not gonna get all the grades all the time, ladies and gentlemen. So you got some dirty drivers out here. They think they supposed to pitch everything to another driver using two deadgummit phones and three. What is TF saying? Hey TFT, how you doing, brother? Screw the algorithm. I whooped it yesterday. Yeah, there be days we whooping, and there was days it was whooping us too, TFT. So don't tell half the story. Tell all the story. Yeah, you whooped it yesterday, but there was days it was whooping our butt. Come on now. Let's keep it real. T Money, what's up in the house? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be hitting you up in about 5 minutes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm finna send it to you, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and get this order real quick, and I'm gonna be back. And we're gonna enjoy what we got going on today. I'm enjoying everybody being here today. Thank everybody for being in. Okay, it make me sit over an hour with nothing and still made $110 in 3 hours. Yeah, brother, you did good. You did good. You did good. I ain't gonna tell our business what happened to us several days ago. I'm gonna keep that between the TCB crew. You know, I can't tell everything. DoorDash is watching us. You know, congratulations on that TFT. I'm gonna go on here, ladies and gentlemen, get this order. Howard, he done dismissed himself from the conference. You know, he got a team too. Yeah, he thought I didn't know, but he got a team also, ladies and gentlemen, and he got to work with them and all that, and he helped them as well. I'll be right back. Get this order already ready. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. They got some new folks in there that's taking over. I'm gonna get ready to send a link to somebody right quick. Oh, hold on. What just happened? We're gonna send this link. All right. All right. Let's try it again. He supposed to have been locked in. All right, back on here. We're gonna see. Should have that. I just sent that link out. And when you get that link, tap into it. There you go. That's what we're talking about. Bingo. And once he accept, let's see. Bingo, there you go, my brother. You kind of turned sideways on me. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, see y'all wasn't expecting this. This
Yes,
is T
sir.
Money with the T Money Boys. How you doing today, bro?
Man, I'm doing great. God is good, man. God is good. I'm up.
Go ahead and give us some of that motivational, brother. Share with us first of all, how did you get started in YouTube and what inspired you to start being a content creator?
Well, you know, I don't know. It was just like I said, as being around people through my life, I've always been the one people will call on, when they have problems and whatnot.
All
So,
right. Mm-hmm.
and I always was the one that can think outside the box and tell them what direction that they need to start heading. I was blessed with the gift. I'm energy sensitive, so it's like I can feel where a person is going, and I can feel the sign of discernment. So I just like to help people get out the dumps.
Right, right,
So
right.
that's what motivate what motivate me to be a content creator is basically just seeing the world sleepwalking. Everybody, it's like the Walking Dead out here.
Uh-huh.
It's so much complaining out here. It's so much depression out here. It's so much doom and gloom.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, man, if people can really just see that we are creators, that we can really change what goes on inside of our own lives, we can really break out the chains that the enemy has placed inside of our brains.
Okay.
So I'm just here to spark just put a spark, just put a to give you a moment of clarity to really
Uh-huh.
just sit back, go through your head and see what you need to fix instead of looking in this 3D dimension and just letting the world own you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what
We've
you're saying, man.
we've been lied to. So
Hmm.
I just don't like seeing people down and out, depressed, and letting the world get to them. I'm like, hey, man, it can be. The world is beautiful. You're making it difficult.
Yes, yes, I
Life
agree
isn't
with.
that hard.
Right.
Stop making it more harder than what it is. Stop making things complicated. You know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's what got me started. That's what
Okay.
motivates me.
Okay. And there's a reward for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Being able, you have to have a love for people
Hmm.
and love for what you're doing. And I'm a community activist myself. And a
Hmm.
lot of people thought I was just playing when I was talking about that. But we trying to bring value
Yeah.
to this channel. And also, ladies and gentlemen, he's the TMB, the Money Boys. Okay. Check his channel out also. He's going to give a shout out about it as well. He has a whole lot of motivational, inspirational messages that even people of my age can use right now. And I flipped the screen because of the light, then I'm gonna flip it right back. And we enjoyed you, man. We got a chance. I thank you for allowing us to put you on the community post
I
for
appreciate
the.
you, man.
No problem, man. No problem. That's what we're here for. I'm a small content creator as well.
Hmm.
Okay, and we're reaching out to content creators that can make a difference in our world. Look at the qualifications and expertise of each content creator skill sets, business owner skill sets, employee skill sets, and then we bring them to this platform
Hmm.
so people can hear you, know you, get to know you and everything.
Yeah.
So the thing is, let's talk about the negativity that's going on in our world and how, in your perspective, can we find solutions? Each person has
Well,
to find them solutions within themselves. But I know that you got to first identify first what the problem is. Then once you address that issue, then you have to have some type of solution. I would like to hear your thoughts on that.
let's think about this. Everybody out here finds the negative in something. We all like to do this. All you hear is people complain and moan and whine and cry and this and that and it's their fault and this and that. The world is negative. The world been evil. The world is negative. We can't control the world, but what we can control is our own way of thinking.
Right.
Like my whole life, I've been around negative energy, so I know how to see negative energy in an instant. And negative
Mm-hmm.
energy, dwelling in the mind of negative energy, there's no creation, there's no inspiration. You don't have no motivation. It just keep you right there in that box to stay exactly where you are and to put your problems on others and to dwell in the past. So even being young and getting older now, I'll be 34 in August. I see
Okay.
that negativity is the reason why I couldn't obtain certain things in my life. It keeps you stagnant. And I see that 95% of the world that's negative are all in the same boat, walking in that same line. While it's so hard to be positive, think about that. Why is it so easy to be negative? But why is it so hard to be positive? It's because you have to take your brain and your mind out of this 3D dimension and put it in the fifth dimension. And that's connection to source. And I don't care what
Mm-hmm.
nobody else say. This world is ran by the Most High. And those who don't believe in him, that's why their life will continue to go through turmoil and mental anguish because there's no peace without
Mm-hmm.
source.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it starts. So if you don't have a connection with source, you're going to always be negative. You're not going to see the good in anything. You're going to live in the world God said, if you live in the world and you love the world and worldly things, then you don't know God. You don't love God.
Right.
Because the world, you look towards the world to give you your pleasure and treasures, but the world would mislead you and lie to you every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I've been around negative energy my whole life, and I always try to figure a way. How can I step out of that light? Because it's a dark light to be in, and there's no creation in that type of mindset. There's no creation in that type of mindset.
Okay.
And I realized, like, one, I dare people to try, whoever listening, try to not be negative for 30 days and see how your life will change. I don't care if your tire went flat. Think positive, and then you start to notice your brain start to think different, start working, and start focusing on the problem and start focusing on how to solve the problem.
Right.
That's the problem with people. Soon as see your life gonna challenge you. When you try to move in the new light, your past is gonna come back to see if you about that life. It's like, okay, you moving in this frequency, you doing all this positive stuff. Now let me throw this curveball and see if how you deal with these problems. And let me see if I can put you back in your mindset. But you realize when you think positive, you can start to think how to get out of situations. You can start to think how to make situations better instead of focusing on the problem, focus on how to solve the problem. You know what I'm saying?
That
And
sounds
that's
good. That sounds
yeah.
good. Go ahead, brother. We listening.
And that's where my mind is because we got so many people around here, like I said, sleepwalking, bunch of NPCs out here that don't know how to move for themselves. They need to be told what to do. And if they ain't told what to do, then they're just doing what everybody else is doing.
Right.
And we see it. So it's just about changing your mindset. Mindset over everything. Purpose over everything. And that's
Okay.
how I look at life.
Now, before I go in,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you did a content on swinging the pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
Would you share that with our audience today about
Okay.
what you mean by that? I understood where you
Yeah.
was coming from with that message. So go ahead and share that with them so they can hear you say it from your perspective and your experience. And I'll be right back.
Well, okay. Well, the pendulum swing, life was created by the swinging of the pendulum. Everything that we go through, everything that we interact with, it vibrates off of energy. So basically, 50% of your interactions with people represents your 50% of your world. So, like I said in the video, I always wonder how my energy levels can go from high to low to high to low. And I'd be like, man, how do I keep this peace of mind? Like, why am I not motivated like I was 3 hours ago? Like, how do I stay in this mindset of peace, this mindset of no fear, this mindset of no worries, this mindset of no care, this mindset, just that zero frequency energy? But then you start to realize the pendulum. We're going to go back to the pendulum. Whatever, any person, anything that you interact with, the pendulum starts to swing, which means when that pendulum swings, it bounces off of them and it comes back to you. So your energy bounced to them and their energy bounced to you. So if they're not moving in the same frequency of energy as you, then you're going to freaking feel their energy and it's going to throw your energy off. And that's why you can't stay in zero frequency energy. That's why your energy levels are up and down. Everything that you interact with, 50% of pe- people and things that you interact with represents 50% of the world that you live in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's energy. Everything is energy. Like I said in the video, you can go in a restaurant and you could just feel a vibe. Either it can be a good vibe or a bad vibe. You feel that vibe, and that vibe messes with your vibe. That's because the pendulum is swinging. And it's like if you're not associating with people that is in zero frequency energy like you, the pendulum swings because you're bouncing off each other's energy. But if you are associating with people that think like you, that live in a zero frequency mindset, the pendulum
Mhm.
stands still. And now you can be back in that sacred place of abundance and no fear, and just being whole. And one thing about staying in that sacred place, one thing about to stop that pendulum from swinging, like I said, is connection to source. You have to know who he is. You have to know how what the law is. We can't forget about the law. Everybody has to follow the law. And then you have to have love for yourself with oneself. You have to be at peace when you by yourself,
Mhm.
when you're not around anybody else.
Right.
If you need people to be around you to be at peace, then you're not at peace, brothers. If you need people to make you happy, then you're not happy, because when those people gone, you feeling all depressed because you're not whole with yourself. You have to be able to be in this mission alone sometime, brothers. That's all I'm saying. You have to be able to take on these things that's going on in your life alone. You can't always have somebody to pat you on the back. You can't always have somebody to rub you on the shoulders. You can't always have people tell you it's going to be okay. You have to be your biggest critic and you have to be your best friend, because you are the reason why you will succeed or why you will fail in life. Nobody else. So that's the pendulum swing. The pendulum always swinging. I mean, that's just part of life. It's the laws of nature.
Right.
This is about you controlling the pendulum. So if you want to stay in that sacred place of zero frequency, then you can't deal with certain people that don't think like you. You can't go back to your old habits. You can't go back to your own mindset, because that puts you back into uh, in an out of mind state of mind. You know what I'm saying? That puts you back into your old mindset, your old habits, the people you used to kick it with that you know ain't no good, the place you used to go to that you know ain't good vibes around there. That pendulum starts to swing, and once that pendulum swing, it bounces, it grabs that energy, and then it brings it back into your life. So you got to remember, brothers, how you trying to stay focused, because that's where it all starts, man. Mindset. You hear it on my channel all the time. Mindset, 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 mindset. I'll say it to the day I die. Mindset, it is power in this organ in our head that we have. The brain is powerful, bro. The brain is powerful. We just been using it for trash. We just take it for granted. We just let the media influence our mind instead of using our own mind. Like I said before, as being young, I always question everything. I always question everything. I never just went by what they say. I always ask, why do people get excited about sports, or why do people do this and that, and why do people get a rush out of this? I always question that, you know. So it's about knowing who you are and where you're going.
All right. We're gonna look over a few comments and everything, see what the commenters are saying here. First
Mm-hmm.
of all, we're gonna welcome Bohemian Monkey, Charles D, TFT, T Money, Hot Facts with Robert Reese,
Yes, sir.
Cornbread,
Cornbread.
which is Grind City Grinders, and that's just about everybody that's in here, and then the viewers that are watching.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I mean about the rare version of the DoorDash revolution, is to bring the right people
Mm-hmm.
to the community. And that's the reason why I featured this young man in the positive vibes and flows. And I'm gonna go back to working with it. It's gonna be almost like a, throw these ones up for a second, magazine edition where it says volume 1, issue 2, something like that. But it's gonna be off in the community post.
Okay.
Where I know a lot of valuable people,
Mm-hmm.
and it don't take extraordinary people to do extraordinary things. It takes ordinary people to do extraordinary things. But you got to get this right. You got to get this headspace right, your
Yes.
mindset right. Whatever developed the mindset you in now, you got to be able to conquer that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
negativity. You got to know how to face when you be in period pressure. You see what I'm saying? In the ideology of men or groups or organizations. It
Yes,
don't take
sir.
an organization to make you a man. You see, you supposed to know your identity as a man as God revealed it to you.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing is about it is that's the reason why I had you here, because I knew you could give that valuable resource. And I know our viewers wanted to know what that meant about swinging the pendulum, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know how to ask it. So we here today was able to ask that question to where you could break it down, this zero frequency and how it swings towards the positive, towards the negative of what vibes you feel from people
Mm-hmm.
will influence you. You
Mm-hmm.
see, and then people gravitate to that.
Yes.
That's the problem. We gravitate to that influences us, and then we be trying to fit in because we feel like we are misfits.
Yes.
Know who you are, and then don't be ashamed of that, and then go to God. He'll fix everything.
Oh yeah.
He'll fix everything. Let's see what else they saying here. Cause see, I'm glad we have you here today. I didn't want to announce it because we got people trying to sabotage this good effort, sabotage this channel,
Mm-hmm.
sabotage what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the reason why God, what he does is sometimes he will get people to leave and bring the right ones in.
Mm-hmm.
God do
Mm-hmm.
the picking and the choosing. You
Yeah.
see, that's what he do. And he's
And
gonna
that
he's gonna fill in them blanks, brother. He's gonna fill in them blanks. Just like yesterday when we did our live, I wasn't able to have, the conference call and everything. Then all of this negative stuff on the outside. On the outside about the DoorDash revolution, this and that, did not stop me
mm-hmm.
from doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
You see, just like we had zero for about an hour
Mm-hmm.
of anybody wanted to see. I knew why it was happening. I know it's a little bit of chirping going on. Word of mouth can destroy things
Mm-hmm.
because this is a weapon.
Yes, it is.
It, and you can't tame this tongue. The same tongue will bless a person. The same tongue will curse.
Curse.
So, got to get our mind space right. We didn't hear negativity so long. I know you guys got the TMB crew, the
Yeah.
Money Boys crew. We
Yeah.
got the TCB crew taking care
Yes,
of
sir.
business. And that's
Yes,
what we're
sir.
going to do. This is not going to be the first time we collaborate. You
Okay.
see what I'm
And
saying?
I got
Because,
one more
go
thing
ahead, brother.
too.
Go ahead.
It's another thing people don't understand about God. See, when we go to God and we ask him for something, it's like kind of a disrespect because once you pray to God for something, your prayer's already been answered. You just have to start walking in your I am. You just have to start becoming because your prayer's already answered. Because if you don't, it's like you're telling him what you don't have, but he already blessed you with those gifts. So if you wanted to be a content creator, God help me, you can't just be sitting and wishing. You have to start becoming. I was telling somebody this yesterday, like she want to be an artist in the studio or Warner Brothers. I said you have to start moving as if you're already working in that studio because you
Mm-hmm.
already been blessed with the talents. So instead of just keep asking and instead of next year I'll be at 60,000. No, today start moving as if you're making 60,000. Start becoming what you want to be right now. Start walking in your I am, and then you
Mm-hmm.
start to realize that the life that you want will start to present itself.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of wishing on it, start becoming, because God
Mm-hmm.
already answered your prayers. He's
Mm-hmm.
just waiting on you. Faith without works is dead, as he said in the Bible. He's not going to help a man that's not trying to help himself. You don't want no
Mm-hmm.
lazy lard but to lead. You got to be up on your grind. You got to be trying to go after to what you're trying to grab out here. You got to be consistent. You can't follow the naysayers. Listen to the naysayers. And you can't pay attention to the results. Just know that you have a purpose and just keep knocking down that door. Just keep knocking down that door. And one day you'll enjoy the fruits of your labor.
That's well said, young man. That's well said. Now, for our viewers, we're going to do a Q&A session. And anybody that's still in the live chat, if you want to ask this young man some questions, he will be here to answer them. And I will also answer any questions that you may have also. So if anybody at this time in the Q&A session, you can ask, T Money questions. Because I didn't ask all the questions on purpose. So to give the viewers time to ask their questions, and then we're going to see what goes on from there. Can you see on your screen the comments with the viewer?
Let me see.
Just tap it one time and then, start scrolling up and down if you're able to. If not, I'll work it from there if you can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it as I scroll. And we train the mind. And yes, sir, Reese. Yeah. The mind follows the body. So whatever goes through your mind, your body reacts to it. So think about it like this. Think a negative thought. Your body starts to react to that negativity. It brings your energy low. But think a positive thought. Your mind starts to react to that and it brings your energy high. The body follows the mind. So whatever goes through your mind comes out of your body. Whatever goes through your mind, your body will start to react to it. And the universe will react to it as well. What's up, Red? And the universe will react to it as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's about controlling your thoughts. Controlling your thoughts, controlling your mind, because the only thing that you can control in this world is the way you think. You can't control nothing else. You can't control your kids when they get a certain age. You can't control your spouse. You can't control your friends. You can't control your wife, whoever. You can't control them. The only way you can control is the way you think and the things you do. You know? So yeah, good one, Reese.
Anybody else have any questions?
What do you say? Can you give 3 steps? Let me see. Can you give 3 steps to channel your energy system? Steps to channel your energy system. Like, what you mean? Like, be a little. I think I know where you're coming from, but go ahead and be a little more specific for me, Reese.
I tell you what, I'm gonna try to get him on. I'm gonna call him. Let me call him right quick
Okay.
and get him in this call here. And I may call other callers as well. I may do it like that. That way, we won't get any misunderstanding. Let's see. All
You say,
right.
okay, your mental energy.
You
You
got
gonna
some
bring him
questions? Yeah, I'm gonna bring him in.
in? Okay. He gonna bring you in here, Reese.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing this morning? All right. All right. We heard that you got a question for the young man. Go ahead. Go ahead and ask it.
Yes, can be. Good morning to you right there. I'm talking about, the energy system, but more importantly, your mental energy system. There's a lot of people that have never figured out how to tap into their own mental system. And you speaking some good stuff right now. And I wanted to just get a little bit from you on how can you give some steps to people on how they can channel their own mental energy system.
Like, okay, like I said earlier in the chat, try to be positive for 30 days. It's the first thing you can start doing. And then you realize your whole mindset start to shift, your whole mental start to shift. once you try to be positive, I don't care if bad things happen. I don't care if you just lost your job. I don't care if your tire just got a flat. I don't care if somebody just flipped you off on the side of the road or whatever. Try to be positive for 30 days. And then you start to realize when you start being positive, your paradigm starts to shift. So you don't stay in that same energy that you used to before. Like, I'm not going to say I'm perfect, like I don't have bad days, but by using my mental, it's a time and a place for everything. But majority of the things that goes on in this world, I don't let it throw me off my square. So I have to stay focused on the mission. I can't let the loud noise. You have to block out the loud noise in order to channel that mental energy. You have to block out the distractions, the kids, the wife, everything that just trying to pull your energy from all different directions. You have to block that out and just see where you're going and focus on what you're doing. And like I said, be positive through it all. Like try it. Try to be positive for 30 days. And your paradigm will start to shift. Like I said, the pendulum is swinging. And once you get that pendulum to stay still, you'll be at zero frequency energy to where nothing in this world can bother you mentally because you start to look at everybody as like NPCs up in here. Like you start to look at people like they have no control once you take over control. So it all starts with
More. Can you get into your the people around you on how that can affect you?
the people around me on how that can affect.
Yeah, get
Like,
into the people around you.
well, once you start moving in that type of energy, it affects the people around you. It makes them catch up. It makes them look at their own self. Like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Like, well, how do he move this way? Like, I want some of that energy, or they want to throw stones at you, or it's like the story of Job. You know, when 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 uh when the devil went to God and asked God, can he touch Job and let him do what he do? And God said, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You just can't kill him. So the devil went through Job's friends, wife, everybody, and start to question his faith and belief. And Job looking at everybody like, what's wrong with y'all? Like this and that. And the devil chastised Job, put boils on back, took everything away from him. I'm talking about Job was the king. Job had everything, but now he at the bottom. And now his own wife questions his own belief. That's because the enemy went into the people to get to him. So when Job went to God and said, God, why are you letting this happen to me? I've been doing everything that you told me to do. Why are you doing this and that? And God told Job, you can't even fathom what's going on. Just keep doing what I told you to do. And as Job kept his faith and kept doing what he was supposed to do, Job lost his kids. The devil took them away, killed them. He lost his wife, lost everybody. But what God do? God blessed him with new riches. God blessed him with a new wife. God blessed him with everything that he thought he lost in this physical 3D dimension. So it's like, yeah, your mental energy and how you move will vibrate. Like I said, the pendulum starts to swing. Once they see the people around you move in a different energy, then they'll move in a different energy. If either they're gonna match yours or they're gonna bounce off you. But you have to realize if they're not moving how you moving, you're just gonna have to cut them off. Friends or family, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to change the way you think. You're trying to get out of this negative mindset. And you can't get out of that negative mindset being around negative people all damn day. That's complaining about the little things in the world. That's complaining about the gossip on the internet. That's complaining about foolishness that don't make any sense, that don't bring any make any difference in what's going on in their life. It's just gossip and foolishness. It's like me right now. Like some of my closest friends that I've known for about 16, 17 years, I can't call them like that no more. I can't talk to them like that no more because we bouncing off different energy frequencies. I don't care about what's going on in the world. I don't give a damn what the news got to say. You know what I'm saying? Once they start talking that talk, then my energy levels start to get low because I'm just like, okay, you still living in the world. It's like people need to understand this is a 3D dimension. We are like avatars. Our spirits are inside of this avatar body. This world is an illusion, and you have to understand what's going on. But a lot of people won't see that. Like I said, the book Outwitting the Devil, everybody should read it. And the devil starts planting seeds in you when you was a child. He planted seeds in your teachers. He planted seeds in your parents. And that's why this whole wave of generational curses is what they would call it continues to happen because the devil he calls it drifters, the people who just complain all the time, whine, always pointing fingers at everybody, and just let life own them, and just give up on their goals as soon as they see the adversaries. As soon as things come in their life, they just give up. They never try. But the devil said in the book of Outwitting the Devil, the ones that he can't touch is the ones who keep getting up after they fall. It's the ones who keep getting up no matter how much he tried to touch them. They stand up and they show up to work. Those the ones that can't be touched. The ones that can be touched is the ones that anything just throw them off they square. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Now, I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you now tie in the money? Because a lot of people, we all know what the root, a big root is. It's that currency. Can you tie in how currency really breaks people down, makes them forget about their past?
Well, the way it's like I said in my video before, I call myself the money boys. The money boys. People be like, "Oh, it's about money. It's about money." And like I said in my video, no, it's just not about money. It's about the mindset. It's about how you move in this world. And like I said, by that, when you change the way you move and you do what you do, the money is a byproduct. And I said this in another video before. I don't like money. I mean, I'm not gonna say money is the root of evil, but the love of money is the root of evil. And not having money can cause another root of evil. You know what I'm saying?
Can you say that again?
I said money isn't the root of evil. Love of the money is the root of evil. And also not having money can lead to be the root of evil. Because think about people mindset who don't have it. They're trying to do whatever they can to get it. But people have to understand money isn't real. It's just cushioning options. Like I said, that's all this money is here for, is cushioning options. It took me 30 something years to realize money ain't worth spending on all these materials, all this technology and all that. You know what money is for? It's to keep you and your family fed, put clothes on your back, and to use that money to make more money. It's to use that money and make investments. Not go buy them new Jordans that come out every damn 2 weeks. It's to use it to make investments to have generational wealth. We've been lied to, especially in our community. We got to be fresh. We got to do this and that. We got to have this home. We couldn't even go to school without getting joned on. They were flaming you as soon as you walk through the door. And it started when we was children. Like I used to get a high off of buying shoes. Then I realized as I get older, them shoes ain't doing nothing for me. They just sitting in the closet. Then I start realizing why these pair of $20 slides give me more joy than putting on them $300 pair of Jordans. So people have to understand that the money isn't real. Just use it to your advantage and don't let it change you. I mean, money only, when you people get money, they only become more of the person who they truly are. You know, if you're a bad person before you get money, you're going to be a bad person when you get money. If you're an alcoholic before you get money, you're going to be a bigger alcoholic when you get money. You understand what I'm saying? So people have to understand that money isn't real. So that's why people shouldn't be out here doing everything and losing their minds and their souls for money, because it's just a byproduct. It's just a tool in this life that we live. Yeah, we need money. But it's like,
Appreciate that. I'm
yeah,
gonna chime in on a little bit on it as well.
yeah.
That's where the term thirsty come from. We get to where we be obsessed, or the obsession We got to have this to attain power, fame, control, preeminence. We misusing it as well because right here, this mind space, this mindset is on the evil thoughts that comes from within our heart. It's not what they say goes in, but what comes out of a man comes out of the heart there.
Yes, sir.
This is how we gonna do this channel, ladies and gentlemen. You beginning to see the rare form of the DoorDash revolution. When I said I was bringing guests, God put it on my heart who the guest was going to be. He said, don't worry about it. I will put them in place starting now. Now, I will be doing a debate channel, not channel, but a debate session as well within this channel. And these debates are not going to be arguing at one another, biting each other head off. But it will be debates. I'm gonna have to start this up. Just trying to battery going down. That will bring solutions. We need to talk about things we need to discuss. How do you identify the solution to problems? You know, that's what we was talking about earlier this morning. A lot of you missed. There we go. We back. That's that Wi-Fi in this vehicle messing with it. We talked about how delivery drivers not getting the tips due to the ordering on the website because the delivery drivers and their management team felt like that was supposed to went to their drivers, not us, and the ones that does get dispatched is the ones that's going to have lower tips on that. So that's going to be a topic for debate. Shopping delivery going to be a topic of debate. We're going to have two different sides of that fence there. You're going to have a pro, you're going to have a con, but we're going to bridge the gap. We're going to identify what the problem is. We're going to address the problem. Then we're going to bring solutions by rectifying the discrepancies. And we're going to hear it for our viewers. We're going to hear it from our subscribers. We're going to hear it from drivers like you. The day is a motivational message to everyone called how we need to think, how we need to revolutionize the way we think and how we interact in this business. And if you're running a business, how your mindset is going to determine if your business be successful or not. You see, if you use money as a tool to take advantage of people, to get power so you can control people, there's consequences behind those actions.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you believe it or not, or you don't care, there's results behind you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's the reason why I came out with a title talked about insults bring results, and that's the negative results. So what do we do to turn negativity into positivity during those negative times? Anybody else have any questions? You got any more, Reese?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I gotta run in the store really quick. Keep
Okay.
me on the phone. I'm about to push mute.
Okay, he's in the store
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, Rev. We gonna I've been wanting to tell you too, because I've been watching. Man, we gonna need some of them videos with you just talking. We gonna need you to start giving some of your wisdom too, because I feel it in your spirit, brother, that you have a lot that you can tell your community instead of these DoorDash apps. That's the least of your limits and your capabilities in this world. That's the you good at that, but you have way more that you can say to the people that can change their mindsets as well. You know what I'm saying? Especially mine. You didn't live this life. You didn't learn. You didn't went through your trials and error. And just hearing you talk about the debate, I can already see where your mind at. You're trying to get everybody's opinion negatives, and like you said, okay, we see the negative. How can we fix it? And I already see where you at. So yeah, I'm gonna need some videos from you with you just talking about life and how to move forward and what direction to take and how to stay focus as well, because brother, we need people like you. We need
Thank
people
you.
like you on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Because you have way more wisdom than I, not just by age. I can just tell. I feel it in your spirit that you have a lot to say, and by just doing DoorDash, that's the least of your talents. So start implementing some of that into your channel as well. I would think so, because we need it. We need it.
That's the direction we're going in. We just
Yeah.
had to do it piece by piece, but that's the direction we're going in. That's
Yeah.
why I said the rare version. You brought
Yeah.
it out. We will do that, bro. That's the thing. That's why I'm gonna be bringing in a very good friend of mine's. Been knowing him over 30 years. Who
Hmm.
was in the military. He's a motivational speaker as well as a preacher. We will be bringing certain things in to keep people's mind uplifted, not just about this gig life only. I think we too much being obsessed with this gig life. It has made us prisoners within, slaves within, because of our thirst and greed for it. If you find yourself doing things that you haven't been doing, for instance, misusing people, trying to compete with people, and trying to go in these stores and tell them to ban other drivers and stuff, we are prisoners to this thing. So yeah, we got more to say.
Yeah.
More to say. That's where the positive and vibes and flow direction is going in. But I gotta give it full steam ahead again. I started it out, slowed it down. We're gonna give it full steam ahead because we let too many distractions detoured us. And you
Hmm.
notice that a lot of times when you be speaking in your message, I can see you looking at me. So I know you was talking to me. I'm gonna
Hmm.
let you know I know that too. What comes from the heart fills the heart. I said he
Hmm.
talking to me. He talking to me, and you and
Hmm.
that right there was confirmation. So I got those messages, brother, and I thank you for keeping me humble. You see what
I
I'm
appreciate
saying?
it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate you, G. I appreciate you bringing me on the channel. I appreciate you always showing your support when I was still, small, probably a few people, whatever. You always came in and just gave me that fist bump, and I'm like I said, if I can just touch one person, I don't even care about the views. I don't care about the subscribers. I don't care about none of that. As long as I can just touch one person's mind and make them think, huh, maybe I should move this way. I did my job. I did my job.
Okay, I'm gonna call Cornbread right quick. I just know Cornbread got some questions. Hold on for a second, Reese. I just know Cornbread got some questions. I'm gonna see. Hold on, let me find it. Okay. Because I know he got some questions. Yes, sir. Let me turn you back up. Say it again, Reese. Say it.
I said the spokesman cornbread
Appreciate
tells
you,
me
Red.
something.
No problem, brother. No problem. No problem. And we appreciate you. Cause I knew I said I'm gonna get him to tell me what he was telling me in them videos. You just did it, brother.
Yes, sir.
That's called spiritual discernment. The nine gifts of the Holy Spirit. There are 9 gifts.
My brother.
There you go. There you go. You got some questions for T Money?
Man, I love. I have to be honest. I was driving, so I was using my map trying to find some stuff. I missed a lot of stuff. What I did hear was phenomenal stuff that needs to be said. The whole thinking, man. You hit it on point, bro. You were talking to me. I felt it. You touched my heart with what I did hear. I didn't hear a whole lot. I do plan, like I said, to go back and re-listen because the knowledge that you were kicking is something that I feel you. I'm with you on that. Um, it's pretty amazing to hear other people say that you control your own destiny pretty much.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
when God is at the helm, who can hurt you? You know what I'm saying? And
And
I feel a lot of that is missing in the world today. I think it's a heart condition more so than love is the greatest thing. And when you talk about the Bible and you talk about God, you're talking about love and a relationship. And the way you were talking about things putting off vibrations and stuff like that, to me, it's the same thing.
you have a love relationship with everything you do, your car, your business, your friends, all that stuff. And that pendulum that swings back and forth is the interaction of energy between two people. So I just want to say, man, you dropped some real knowledge today from what I heard, and I love it and I respect it. And man, I would love to hear you speak more.
I appreciate you, Cornbread. Thank you, man. That's what I do it for. I don't. It's not no type of dollar amount you can put on that brings me that joy to know that I can touch somebody's mind and just open them up and change their way of thinking. You know, that brings me joy. That brings me joy. That's this is what I'm passionate about. You know, my videos ain't always the most prettiest topic, but I just speak from my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I just speak.
And that's one of the things that I've always felt like, especially when it comes to talking about God. You know, it's not it's the way the message is delivered a lot of times. You know, when you beat people up with scripture and you beat people up, you know, with you need to do this and you need to do that, it doesn't resonate. But when you
Yes.
take a real life situation and you show them, hey, this is where God showed up and this is how it showed up for me, and you're right. When you are living for God and you're doing for God, it's like it just pours out and you want to help people. But
Hmm.
seeing it by example as opposed to being beat over the head with it, I think is how the message is delivered is key.
Yeah. Yeah. You right about that because I know some Jehovah Witnesses that was trying to beat it in my head when I was young, and the more they kept coming with that and coming with that, the more it pushed me away. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like you trying to force it down my throat, and you're trying.
It's a lot of people out there. It's a lot of people out there that they try to do things good. It's not their natural way. You see,
Yeah.
when you are trying to do it, that messes it up. That
Yeah.
messes it up because you're not being true.
That's just like Peter in the Bible. He says, "Why do I do the things that I don't want to do when I try so hard not to do the things that I know not to do?" I mean,
Yeah.
it's part of life.
It
The more
is.
you try, it's just like it's a natural flow to be nice, to be kind, to be loving, to be gentle, to be meek, to be kind to people. It takes more effort to be ugly to folks than it does to be nice. But yet we live in
Oh
a
yeah.
world. If you're a believer, you straddle this world of you're of this world, but you're not of this world. So it's a very
It,
fine line that you have to walk,
yeah.
and that's where the temptation and all that stuff comes in.
You have to live in the spirit realm. You have to
Absolutely.
put your mindset in the spirit realm. So anything that goes on in this world shouldn't affect you. It was like this one thing, like back in the day when I went through this anger management class. Like I said, I ain't been perfect. I've been through my trials and errors in life. But back in the day when I went to this anger management class, the therapist said, and this always stuck with me. If you're sitting on the side of the road and it's raining out and the car drives by and the water splashes on you, are you cussing out the car and this and that? And we like, yeah, this and that. But why are you cussing at the car when the car didn't even see you or didn't even know what was going on? It just like you wasted all types of energy on a situation that you act like they purposely did it, but it was just out of their control. They didn't have control over that. Like, so why are you
Right.
letting that upset you?
Right.
You know? Yeah.
That's a big thing though too, man. If you let somebody else's energy affect how
So why are
they
you
have
letting that
power over
upset
you. Why give people power over you?
you? And that's exactly what you do. Once, like I said on one of my videos, and I changed the titles on it. When never let them see you sweat, because when they see you sweat, they crank up that temperature. When they see you sweat, they're gonna crank up that temperature. They're gonna keep thumbing at it and thumbing at it and thumbing at it. Why? Because they know they can move you. And when they know they can move you, they know they can control you.
That's right.
So it's just about always being in control of your emotions. This is not easy stuff that we're talking about here, brothers, but it takes repetition. You can't just say, okay, today I'm just going to be this new person. No, it takes repetition. It takes getting back focused and putting your mind back on where that pendulum is swinging and trying to keep that thing still again. You know what I'm saying?
You know what a crazy thing about this is that we talking about repetition and doing all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets into individual people. Someone will say, it's just like CMB said, you know, I'm not perfect, but I have gone through classes. I have to go through certain things in my life that allows me to speak certain things. Some people take it as what gives you the right. And I think that's a big blockage that gets into them. When they have to have that, what gives you the right? It's not a right. It's what you gotta do. You gotta help. You know what I mean? Like if I see something and I know that I've done that and I've seen what can happen. You know, you gotta let someone be able to. They're not coaching you or talking down on you. They're just giving you something that can help. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people individually, what happens is they don't understand that part of it, and it messes them up, which blocks them from having something good happen.
And you know, good. That's a good point right there, Reese. It's like they say, what gives us the right? What gives us the right is the experience. What gives us the right is the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that we went through and gained from our trials and tribulations. That's what gives us the right. Not every man in the Bible was perfect. He went through his things too, but he still was blessed. It was just like Noah. He was a drunk. He was alcoholic. So nobody took him serious when he built that boat. Well, when that rain started falling, everybody was trying to get on that boat. So it's just like it's like you.
They was all trying to get up in that ark.
They was all trying to get up in that boat, but he crazy.
His thing was the dimensions that he had to build it. The dimensions was mind-boggling. You know what I mean? The dimensions were mind-boggling, and they thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
They thought Peter was crazy. Peter was out there being a fisherman, and you know what I mean? They thought he was crazy. No, he wasn't crazy. He just knew what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, and it's like you said. They said, "What gives us the right?" Who the man you see today is not who I always been. Who you see Rev is, he ain't always been who Rev is. Who you hear Reese talking, he ain't always been who Reese talking. Nobody been perfect in this world. We all did things in this world that we can wish we can go back and change.
Right.
So if they want to judge you off what you say because of, well, you do this and that, well, they must be perfect then, which is impossible. Because we all in the right.
And that reminds me of a story of the Pharisees caught the lady in the act of committing adultery. And they brought her before Jesus. Jesus was nailed down. And they wanted to stone her, and he wrote in the ground, in the dirt, or in the sand. We don't know exactly what he wrote in the sand, but he said, if any have no sin, cast the first stone. And that's what we're saying right now. You know, how can you judge and condemn somebody else and point fingers at them, and then you got faults of your own? You know, you can't cast that stone. With the clash of conflicts that happened this weekend among 4 content creators, that's what I was trying to get one individual to see. Well, I don't believe why you sided with them on that one point. And my thing was that even out of mouth of fools, sometimes you can get them from. And I'm gonna use this analogy here. There was this man. He had a doctor's degree, and he passed the homeless guy. He passed him. That's right, Red. You have 3 fingers pointing back at you. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So he passed the homeless guy. He looked at him as being dirty and all of that, didn't pick him up. A mile along the way, the man had 4 missing lugs on the rear back tire. When number 1 left and it was wobbling. So he had to stop. That same man came across his path. And when he came across his path, He asked him, "Can I help you with your tire?" He was like, "What is it that you can do? I can't fix it. What make you think you can fix it?" He said, "Just let me try." He took a lug off of each tire. That was 3 plus the one already on it. 4 lugs will hold that 5 in place. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. He showed him wisdom, even though this man had all the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? On the curricular rim,
Mm-hmm.
he showed him something that he learned that day.
Yeah.
So that's why we can't just judge and condemn, even though that person look like he's off the chain in that area. God
Mm-hmm.
may send a certain person to try to reach that person. When everybody said, "Man, why you messing with that bonehead? He
Mm-hmm.
does bizarre things and all of that."
Mm-hmm.
Well, God didn't point you in the direction to help that person. He pointed me
Mm-hmm.
to do it the way I know how to do it. And then
Mm-hmm.
another thing about trying to tell people about truth, I had to learn through experience and stuff. When we as adults feel like you're trying to tell us how to do something, we're gonna rebel
Yes.
against that. But if you tell it in a way where you turn that light bulb on and they discover truth for themselves, they're gonna receive it better. But you
Mm-hmm.
still let them in the direction of it. It's not what you do, is how you do it. But you have to understand, when you're dealing with others, behavior, personality, attitude defines the character of a human being. Male or female, white or black, rich or poor, it doesn't matter. Once you understand them 3 traits, and God shows you how to deal with that individual, or you can decide not to deal with that individual as well. This was some good jewels being dropped today. This was some good information being dropped today. And
Let me drop one more real quick. Let me drop one more. This is a great one right here. This episode today is great. I just gotta say one more because you just went into the story, and if you grew up in church, y'all, this is one of the stories that they teach you. Read that whoever has no sin cast the first stone. Okay, I'm gonna tie it into this. You might have somebody that's a klepto. You might have somebody. Now, watch how interesting this is. We watch those people doing these food challenges, right? Like the Nathan and all that other stuff. That's gluttony. They were eating 78 hot dogs at one time. That's gluttony. That is a
Yeah.
sin right there.
Yeah.
That's why that story you said is so important. Whoever don't have no sin, cast the first stone. Some of the things you're doing, you don't even know you're doing it. Because when they get in these food contests, they doing it for the money. You see what I mean? They are letting the love of the money over. They are letting the love of the money overtake them. We got people that get out there who go to nightclubs, and their main objective is to push people the GMB drugs, the date rape drugs. We still got people out there that's doing stuff. Now, this person might say, "I'm just trying to liven them up." No, that is a big old giant sin right there. That's a big one right there. But there's a whole lot of different sins out there. God didn't mix sin as one sin. Sins come all over the place. And
Mm-hmm.
people got to understand that they happen, and they happen, and they happen. We got people that understand that one sin is not greater than the next sin, but at the same time, you got to understand that sin is a sin. And like he said in that story, whoever has no sin cast the first stone. Everybody was just standing there looking at each other. Well, who go throw it? Didn't nobody want to throw it. Didn't nobody want to throw it. Because it would go point them out. And that's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
all right, I definitely enjoy this. A lot of these pastors are overweight because, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I mentioned in my video yesterday, and I got to thank the viewers again. I definitely got to thank the moderators. The moderators, you guys did, and ladies and gentlemen, done a phenomenal job yesterday, because this channel is bigger than the DoorDash Revolution, because God gave me the vision to do it in His will. There's other things He's putting in place with this channel that's going to tie into another channel. You
Mm-hmm.
see, so The direction we have to take is obedience and make sure that we're under his will. That still don't make me perfect. That still don't exempt me from getting into drama and all of this. But I can choose which ones not to be in as well. You see, and all of that. So the thing is, I was talking about when preachers preach and people talk about, man, you should have been here Sunday. We had to call the fire department. I think I was 16 at that time. I was like, call the fire department when the church catch on fire. They laughed at me and said, no, man, the preacher, he threw down. He threw down what you're talking about. Man, he preached and people falling out all over the bench. I said, okay, all right. I understand that. But what was the title of his sermon? There go that awkward silence. What was the story that he was using from the biblical studies that he spent years in and hours in and shared with you that you could use in life application? You know, as we said, did you get your soul fed? Another awkward silence. So,
but here's the thing: you go to a church service for an hour long church service. If you don't take notes, if you don't write notes, guess how much of that sermon you retain? 20%. 20% of what is being preached is heard. The other 60% is not heard. Or what is that? Yeah, it just falls by the wayside.
I agree with you, Cornbread, but if I said something that touched your heart, you're not going to forget that.
Oh, no.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And that's the stuff that you remember is the stuff that breaks your heart.
Yeah. So to touch people's heart, I use the same technique I'm using now. I'm going to stir your emotions, your emotive spirit. Once I touch you there, where it touch your feelings, you're not going to, that's when you digesting this. You might not be able to comprehend actually what happened.
Right.
But now I have your attention. I've been accused of that I want attention in this space. I don't want attention. I'm just trying to get your attention to pay that attention towards the message that's being delivered to you. It's all right to say, I didn't understand what you said. Could you explain it to me clearly behind the scenes so I can understand? I can use an example, then we're going to do other things. With this pick by time, couldn't see it on the screen. I wanted to talk about that 4 months ago, but I didn't want people to sit here and laugh at me, ridicule me for it, or say, man, that dude's so dumb. All he got to do this and that. And so I went ahead and said, I'm going to battle with this thing until one day I find out what it is. And then I found out what it was. Still didn't say anything about it until they had that commotion going on this weekend. So I shared my experience saying, well, it happened to me too. And I agreed that it wasn't on the display screen. And that's when everything went haywire. See, but I got another episode that's going to break that thing down to where everybody going to settle down. See, we got to know how to use the gifts and talents and skill sets God gave us for his divine purpose, to do his will. He will show each and every one of us how, but it's up to us to make the decision to choose. He don't force us to do anything.
No, he don't.
He gives us that freedom of choice. So we are not robots, but we done became robots, just like what you talking about. We done let this society, and I could go deeper than that and talk about the principalities and powers in the air. See, doing a lot of influencing because we opening up a gate. You see what I'm saying? We opening up that gate to become a victim and a prisoner to be controlled. That's the reason why you're seeing everybody walking around, everybody walking like this here.
Yep, and back to what y'all saying before you end it. Like Cornbread was saying, you know, people don't remember what you do. People remember how you made them feel. That's what people remember. That's where that connection was. That's where that energy was like, okay, I'm tuned in now because this person just spoke something that just touched me in a way that I needed at that time. So it's just about, that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. And like you said, Rev, unplug yourself. Look at this illusion. Everything you see, taste, and touch is an illusion. To keep a peace of mind, you have to stay in the spirit realm. We're all sinners. We're not going to be perfect. Just as long as you growing and getting better day to day, then you doing almost better than 98% of people in this universe. So just remember that.
All right. Reese, do you have some last and final words if you're still with us?
Yes, I am still here, and you already know I got some final words. I just want people to understand that this ride along was a whole lot different from what you guys normally are watching out there. But for the ones that were watching and paying attention to this ride along, hopefully the information that was put out here can help you in any way possible. Always keep your eyes and ears open and know that some people out there are just trying to help you out a little bit. Don't take it as a negative thing. Why don't they tell me this? Just take it as something positive, and they're just trying to help. Those are my last words.
All right, Cornbread. I saw you passing me by, brother. What are your last words?
I just, first of all, I would like to thank the guest today because he sure dropped some knowledge. Number two, it takes a lot less energy to be kind than it does to be ugly. And as I always say, let your happiness control your happiness.
Okay, Reese, go ahead and plug them channels in. TMB, Grind City Grinders, yourself, and they already know about mine.
I'm driving right now.
Yeah, but you ain't able to do.
People, I can't plug them in while I'm driving. You ain't supposed to be texting while you're driving.
Sure don't.
People remember, we all got thoughts, and that I can't do it right now because I just sold out the cop.
All right, just give.
I gotta be on my best behavior, but what I will do is do this verbally.
There you go.
Everybody can prepare. Make sure you guys understand that this is the baddest morning ride along show in all of the gig economy. Make sure you tune in early, wake up to get these blessings and this knowledge. Make sure you hit up, especially if you guys are in the Las Vegas area, and hit up TMB, the Money Boys. My man has dropped some major jewels today. If you don't know how to get in contact with them, I will do a community post later on and put all these channels up there in my community post. Make sure you tune in. Grind City Grinders. Spokesman Cornbread has done an interview with Hot Stacks with Robin Reeves, as have the DoorDash Revolution. Check those interviews out if you want to hear a little bit more about these guys and some questions that you never knew was even asked of these guys. Make sure you tune in to the official news channel of the gig economy. We got a lot of great stuff going on, and make sure the Red said he has that debate thing going on, the debate show. Just know that Iron Drivers is coming also. And also make sure you guys go watch Brandon's Recovery TV. If you want to get the word, a little bit of Bible study, make sure you tune in to Brandon's Recovery TV. We got our deputy TFT out there. And Ricky Knight is always to have you out there as a blessed. Everybody else out there, we love your support.
And I'm going to add one more content creator in here. They came in here today, with all due respect and everything, and I can't leave her out as well. Gig Wars Official Red. We put. Yeah, she's in here. We also
okay. All right, let me go ahead and call it for Gig Wars now.
All right.
Gig Wars is something that's going on out there where it's like a scoreboard where drivers in certain areas all across the country are actually putting their numbers up for what they do. You guys can go ahead and see which drivers are doing what. If you guys want to know about what app they're doing, just tune on in, figure out what's going on. But Gig Wars is another app and another channel out there where drivers are getting involved and putting their numbers up and showing what they actually do.
Thank you so much. Now, T Money, go ahead and give us your last and final words for our viewers and audience.
Stop complaining. Stop bitching. Start grinding.
All right, all right. Now, yours truly finna say his. They all said it so well. All I want people is to take in perspective. Let's treat everybody with the same respect that you want to be treated by. You know, this is how the change take place. Starts with the heart. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. And don't never let somebody tell you that you cannot help somebody. I've been told recently, you can't save the world. You're right. That's Jesus' business. That's what Jesus did. You know, he died on the cross and all of that. All I can do is lead you in that direction. Then once that Holy Spirit convict you, that little shame feeling we be having about ourselves, then we let pride kick in to try to overcome that shame. That's a built-in system there that we have to repent. So that's why we have those feelings, so we can feel that guilt and we look at ourselves in the mirror and say, no, this ain't the person I want to be. Then you got to sit there and repent. We're going to talk about that one day too. And we're going to break that thing down so you won't look at it as a bad thing. So don't let the enemy infiltrate your mind with that pride and keep you from getting the blessings and the favor that God gives to you. I thank you, man. I
I
thank you.
appreciate you. And one more thing too. Y'all
Go
got
ahead,
to
bro.
know that the enemy is the master manipulator of your mind. Everything that God can do, he can do as well. He can bless you just like God can bless you. So you have to use your sign of discernment. Is this a good blessing or it's a bad blessing? Because the enemy can bless you as well. So you got to be in tune with that, man. You got to be in tune with that. The devil is the master manipulator of your mind. That's where he starts his programming. So you have to unbrainwash the brainwashing, like I told Reb yesterday. You have to see when these things are happening. You have to not run from it. You have to pay attention to what's going on. And once you pay attention to what's going on, you can grasp the energy and dictate your energy. Like I said in my video before, our purpose here on earth is to manipulate energy. And I'm gonna just leave it with that. But I appreciate you, Rev. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little kids to school, man. I appreciate this show. I appreciate Reese, Rolling with Red, Cornbread, everybody that's tuned in. Appreciate y'all.
I thank you for being our special guest today, man. We're going to do some more collaborations as
Oh
well.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, this is just the beginning, not the ending of a good thing. And you kicked it off
Oh yeah.
on what we getting ready to go in the right direction in, man. And we thank you once again. We thank you for humbling us.
It's an
We
honor,
thank you
man.
for letting the viewers know who you are. And now they do. And you will be back.
Oh
You will
yeah.
be back,
I'll
brother.
definitely be back. I felt the vibe from everybody. It was great energy in here. Everybody said some good that I learned from all of y'all. So I appreciate y'all as well.
I would just put this out. It wouldn't be bad for us to be able to video chat once a week and maybe have a little higher power time or Bible time or whatever. That would be good
Oh
too.
yeah. That'd be nice. We all need that. We all need that.
All
Appreciate.
right now.
He get
All
ready to say
right.
something. Go ahead. I hear you say all right now. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing a different intro. And I've been doing it the way I've been doing it this weekend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready for the next video and we'll see you soon. Peace, take care, and let's be good to one another.
All right.
All right.